Hello, hello, hello. Do you know what you want? Do you know what you want? Well, on today's video, which is day or live stream, which is day 30 actually, out of 365 days. So, technically speaking, 335 days left to go. I am posing this question for a reason. Let me give you some context. At the time, on the day of streaming this, it is my birthday. So, it's interesting. A lot of things come up for birthdays. Some people love to celebrate them, some people don't. Most years, I'm quite happy to celebrate it or do something on the days close to it. And this year is slightly different. I woke up very early, but instead of having a mind full of ideas, which I always do anyway, I had a very scratchy throat, a very sniffly nose, which yesterday I put down to recording quite a few videos underneath trees and things like that, and thinking maybe it's a bit of a hay fever type thing going on. I think I might be coming down with a cold. So I posed this question to myself this morning, like, what do I want to do? And here's the thing. I thought about it, and we're going to be going out this evening for a meal, if I want to. um, And I thought about this, and instead of thinking, well, what do I want? I thought, what do I want right now? So I'm going to finish off telling this story um, and come back to today and all of that. But one of the things that I probably see the most in any coaching calls, any mentoring calls, any private conversations where I'm trying to ascertain a goal or something that the person wants to achieve, there is often some lack of clarity for the person. And there are lots of different reasons for this. And this is not a way of kind of shouting down a person or making them wrong. But there will be a lack of clarity. And often this comes from a place of feeling like they know what they want, what they deeply desire, but also a equally strong feeling of feeling like it can't be possible, I can't possibly have that, it's too far out of reach, and all of those things too. And they can get in the way. So sometimes when it comes to looking at what you want, as the Spice Girls saying, what you really, really want, sometimes the best place to start is actually looking at what you've got, what you maybe don't have, or what you've been tolerating. And the reason to start from there is it can give you a kind of a key to where you're at. So on the whole, a lot of the people I speak to, they're quite ambitious, very driven. They will say, no, I'm fine, I've got everything that I need. But when you start to scratch the surface of what they're tolerating or putting up with, it starts to lead itself down to, actually, this could be different. I would like to make a change to this. I would like this environment to be changed. And that's when the real juice flows. So when I woke up this morning, I with this kind of scratchy throat, I thought I'm just going to get a bit more sleep. I feel really tired, and I've been feeling tired for a few days. So obviously this has been building. Um, and I thought to myself, but what do I want, and what do I want to do today? And the first thing I thought is, you know what, I'm going to have a day off. I will do my 365 days of lives, because for me it actually doesn't feel like work. It's very easy to do. I'm a bit late to the party, and I probably came like sort of 10, 15 minutes later than usual. But I like doing this, and I contemplated on what to share. And I could share, yeah, it's my birthday, but how boring is that? We all have a birthday at one point in the year. And for some people, 2 points of the year, if you're a proper royalty and a proper queen or king. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And when I thought about what I wanted for today, it felt to me like birthday bliss. So I called this birthday bliss, and this is what I wrote in the quite, not early hours, but quite early this morning. So for me, on this day, when I look at not what I want, because there's an energy to the word want that has me think it's something that I haven't got yet and I'll have it at some point. But when I choose to think of my deepest desires, it comes from somewhere deep within, like the pit of my stomach, in a good way. So when I think about the desires and things like that, it lends itself to bliss for me, birthday bliss. So I wrote down opening my eyes to the warmth of the sun. Anyone that knows me well knows that my most favourite thing to do in the world, out of all the experiences, travel and everything else, is simply to close my eyes and feel the sun on the back of my eyelids. Try it sometime. I don't know what it is about that. I heard somebody talk about a solar panel recently, and I really likened it to that. It does feel like the back of my eyelids, it's my solar panel. So when the sun hits the back of my solar panels, it really revitalizes me. I've even used this when I had a chronic toothache, when I didn't know what to do with myself. The painkillers hadn't struck in. I'd been in pain for nearly 24 hours and I was just going ballistic with it. So give that a go. So birthday bliss 1, opening my eyes to the warmth of the sun. Birthday bliss 2, being blessed by the people in my life who show up for themselves, show up for others, and show up for me too. I think this triage of people showing up for themselves and for other people and for me is like a sweet spot. And here's why. If they only showed up for me, I would feel served, but not in a good way, like they're my servant. And if they do that for me, but not for themselves, it doesn't feel like a very good kind of harmonization of it. When people show up for themselves, it means they take themselves seriously. Sorry, I was resting on the table doing that and the camera's picking it up, so you keep getting the thumbs up. When they show up for themselves, I'm holding a tissue in my hand, got a runny nose. When they show up for themselves, hide my hands. When they show up for themselves and show up for other people too, there's a nicer kind of harmonisation of self-care, but care for other people. Those are my kind of people. Not everyone's like that, and that's okay. They're just my kind of people. Show up for themselves, show up for others too. And in the course of it, assuming that they know me, they show up for me too. And that's all in equal measure. And this morning I reflected on that. I've received lovely cards from family and friends. I've received already lots of birthday wishes, lots of people singing happy birthday to me, videos, audios. It's just been wonderful. Even in my Facebook group, the Vibes Tribe, they have been posting messages in there, which is just so gorgeous. Because apparently we were strangers on the internet once upon a time. And whilst I've met quite a few of the Vibers, in person, in the flesh, there's like over 800, maybe, yeah, close to 900 of them in there. I haven't met all of them, yet they feel like a really great community of people that value themselves, that value others, and value me too. And that is just priceless. Pure bliss. Being hugged by the man, the first thing he said when he opened his eyes was happy birthday, albeit quite in a tired way. But that was so gorgeous to me. So being hugged by the man, and normally kind of in the evenings, just watching a bit of Netflix and just having that time together and drinking something fizzy. For me, I like my Prosecco and champers. Him, he likes his beer, so that's okay. And I've also written a few other things down. But the other thing that I can't not mention are the swans, the geese, and the duck families. I laughed at myself because when I first wrote this down, I said, seeing the families floating around on the water close to our home. And I thought, I better give you some context. They're not like just random people floating on the water. They're actually swan, geese, and duck families with their babies. So cute. Always melts my heart. But the best thing about this birthday bliss feeling and knowing what I deeply desire and actually feeling like I already have this are those things that I've mentioned: my ability to be happy, my ability to be me, my ability to be loved. And in a way, it's my ability to be happy and to have others be happy, my ability to be me and have others be themselves, and my ability to be loved as well as like share love. So that's it for today. Have a think about what you want. If you get stuck, and want to think about your deepest desires. They might be the big, hairy, scary goals that you never say out loud. You don't need to share them here if you don't want to. Remember that this is streaming on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on my Facebook page, which is Jenny Kovacs, the Queen of Being Seen. On LinkedIn, I'm Jenny Kovacs there as well. And on YouTube, I'm at Jenny Kovacs. Sorry, I've got all the big windows open today and you can hear the trains in the background. So have a look for me there, and wherever you prefer to consume your content and watch things go on, and by all means, just hit the subscribe button. And have a think about your deepest desires. And if that doesn't bring up things that you deeply desire and are working towards, then think about the things that you're putting up with, things you're tolerating, the things that you aren't kind of the way that you want them to be, and look at what you can do just to put that in place. Now, behind me, I'm watching something on Netflix called The Parisian Agency. And if you haven't seen it, it's about properties from a Parisian agency in Paris, which actually they sell all over the world. And they sell luxury properties. So one of the things that you'll know about me, or maybe not, is that I've got a background in financial services. And my love specifically in financial services, sorry, insurance, that was okay. It was interesting and quite kind of entangled, but my absolute love is in property. So in my backstory, in my history, I was a mortgage underwriter for a high street lender, a non-conforming lender, and eventually I went on to be the national training manager of a commercial mortgage company. I love property. I don't know why I'm not an estate agent, because it's not just about the properties, it's not just about the sales, it's about this marriage of the right people coming together. Now, why do I share that with you? That's an example of an element of me that knows what I want. If I was like not happy with where I was now and I was thinking to myself, actually, I want to go into a state agency, then that might be something on my tolerations list. That might be something on my desires list. You know, to go and work for the Parisian agency, but I'd have to speak French. But to go and work for the Parisian agency, for example, there are certain things that I would need to work towards or work to do that. So have a play with that today. I am taking the rest of the day off. I just need to do a live on Instagram, but I'm going to take the rest of the day off. I've already taken a load of vitamins. I am drinking very mixed fruit juices here. And I'm just going to sit, I'm going to watch a bit of that, and then I'm going to spend some hours writing because I really need to crack on with my books, and I've made a start. So that's it for today. Let me know what you decide to do if you wish to, but sending you blessings like and birthday love and birthday bliss from me to you, and those around you too. Bye for now.